Well, I am RC Robbin. Thank you for watching. This is a created franchise on MLB The Show 20 for PlayStation 4. Imagine if the actors from the Marvel Cinematic Universe were to play Major League Baseball, past and present. That's what you'd have right here and right now. This is game number 117 of a planned 162 game regular season. And welcome to the show. So let's get this started. Tom Holland is in second place in the National League in batting average. These are the lineups starting in 3-game set at home against the Colorado Rockies. I hit, I pitch, I field. I do not run the bases. I let the computer run the bases for me, and the difficulty setting is set to All-Star. Thank you for watching. Please like the video. Please subscribe to the channel. Live! Get ready for some Major League Baseball as the Colorado Rockies visit the Hollywood Avengers. On the mound for the Avengers, Bradley Cooper, also known as Good Morning, Happy Halloween, Mr. Outlander. Bradley Cooper, or Rocket Raccoon, is on the mound. He's 7-10, not having a good season, 5.31 earned run average. And leading off for the Rockies, Miguel Cabrera, or at least the young version, the young skinny version, 289, 15 homers on the season. Comes the first pitch of the ball game. Got to respect him. He's still Miggy. First pitch is hit to second. Spider-Man throws to first, and there's one away. Starting lineup for the Rockies: Miguel Cabrera is at third, Greg Jones is at short, Willie McCovey's at first, Kyle Schwarber's in left, Duke Snider's in center, Jason Hayward's in right, the DH is Hunter Dozier, Michael Busch is at second, and batting ninth and catching John Ryan Murphy. Greg Jones, the shortstop, 267, 6 homers, 43 runs batted in. Steps up to the plate with one out. Fastball in there, strike one. So the Avengers are a game back in the National League West division, 1 game behind the Los Angeles Dodgers. Obviously, they firmly hold one of the wild card spots. We would like to win the division, however. And that's a fly ball to right. Drax the Destroyer barely has to move. He makes the catch, and there are 2 away.
That is third. The first baseman.
2 down, up steps Willie McCovey. Willie this season's hitting .332 with 38 homers and 80 RBIs. Fastball in there, 95 on the radar gun for strike one. Love me some baseball. Fouls it back, count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes. Some of you may be wondering, RC Robbin, why are you still playing MLB The Show 20? I mean, it's already 2021. The game that MLB The Show 21 has already been released a few months ago. Well, I started this 162 game franchise, and it is my intention to finish. Swing and a miss. Struck him out swinging. 1-2-3 inning for Rocket Raccoon after a half inning of baseball. The Avengers come to bat here in the bottom of the first. No score. On the mound for the Colorado Rockies, Mitch Keller. Mitch is making his 21st appearance on the 21st start of the season. He's only 2-10 with a 7.46 earned run average. Ooh. Leading off for the Avengers is Anthony Mackie. Cut the check. He's hitting .307 with 14 homers and 56 runs batted in. He is Sam Wilson in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Looked like it was high and outside, but called a strike by the home plate umpire. Colorado Rockies are in last place in the NL West. And that's a line drive, base hit to center. First hit of the ball game for the Avengers. First hit of the ball game, period. They're going to have to keep an eye on him because he can fly. Yes, I said it. Sam Jackson can fly. Sam Wilson, pardon me. So next up is Spider-Man Tom Holland, 359 to lead the ball club, 14 homers, 64 RBIs. Mackie leads off first. And he swings at the first pitch and sends a lazy fly ball to center. Easy play for Duke Snider, and that's the first out of the ball game for the Rockies. Starting lineup for the Avengers, Anthony Mackie's at short, Tom Holland's at second, Robert Downey Jr. is at first. The DH, Mark Ruffalo. Chris Evans is behind the plate, Chadwick Boseman's at third, Dave Bautista's in right, Sebastian Stan is in left, and batting ninth and playing center field, Don Cheadle. So next up, with one down, is Robert Downey Jr., Tony Stark in the MCU. High strike, count is 0-1. Robert's hitting .292. He has 16 homers and 68 runs batted in. He is Iron Man. Hard ground ball, base hit through the right side, and there'll be 2 on with 1 out. Need to drink my coffee. Here's the replay. No chance for the second baseman. Next up, the incredible Hulk, Mark Ruffalo. .335, a team-leading 24 homers and 96 runs batted in. He's got 2 on and 1 out here in the top of the first. Checked at the bottom of the first. Pardon me. And that ground ball will make its way up the middle. It is through, and it's going to be an RBI single. The throw to third will be in time. Tried to take the extra base, and he's out at third for out number 2. However, it's still an RBI single for the Hulk smash. That's RBI number 97 on the season, and the MCU now takes an early 1-0 lead. Duke Snider basically throws him out with plenty to spare. Tony Stark doesn't have a lot of speed. He shouldn't have tried to take that extra base. So next up, Chris Evans, the first Avenger, .321, 11 homers, 52 runs batted in. And swings at the first pitch and skies it to right center field. And Hayward makes the catch to retire the side. But they score a run on the RBI single by Ruffalo. And after 1 inning of play, it's 1-0, Avengers lead. Yes, he is. Tony is very slow. I shouldn't have sent him. So we go to the top of the second inning. Up steps Kyle Schwarber, .231, 8 homers, 33 RBIs. Pitch by Cooper. Misses low and inside, ball 1. Trying to squeeze in a game here on Halloween before the festivities begin. Swing and a miss. Count evens, 1 ball and 1 strike. Couldn't get on top of that high fastball. At the knees, strike 2. Count as 1 ball, 2 strikes. So Cooper has not had a good season so far. He's 7-10. And he pulls the fastball foul down the right field line. The count will remain 1-2. Let's see. Just missed inside. Rocket Raccoon thought he had called strike 3, but instead the count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes on Schwarber. Fouls it back. And we'll do it again. Swing and a miss. Struck him out swinging, and there's 1 away. Second strikeout of the game for Rocket. I'm at work until 1 p.m., then done, and then only 5 days, and I moved to, oh, you're moving to a new job. I did not know about that. I hope that it's your choice. Regardless, a new job is congratulations on the new job. Up next is Duke Snider, .329, 23 homers, 68 runs batted in. Center fielder for the Rockies. And that's a line drive headed towards left. In the gap. He closes the gap, makes the catch. Nice play by the Winter Soldier in left. There are 2 away. So 2 outs, bases empty. Up steps Jason Hayward. He's hitting .313. He has 18 homers and 53 runs batted in. And he fouls it upstairs behind home plate. Strike 1. High and outside, count evens, 1 ball and 1 strike. Want to say a big thank you to the Outlander Show for their support. Always in the stream, always making comments. Thank you, sir. I genuinely appreciate it. Grounds it to first, fielded by Tony, steps on the bag, beats him to the bag, side is retired. So after an inning and a half, here at Crosley Field, it's 1-0, Avengers lead. No, all seriousness, Mr. Outlander. If anyone, obviously is not watching right now, I doubt that anyone else is in the stream on this early morning Halloween stream. Chadwick Boseman steps up to the plate. 332, 14 homers, 56 RBIs. But if you're watching this afterwards on tape delay, check out the Outlanders stream here on YouTube. Pulls it foul, strike one. He has a really cool YouTube channel himself. Lots of cool sports games, lots of cool shooting games. Slider paints the inside corner. 2 quick strikes on the late, great Chadwick Boseman. I need to shut up about the Outlander and start focusing on this at-bat. Shut up, RC Robbin. High and tight, almost took his face off. Count is 1 ball, 2 strikes. Why did I say late, great Chadwick Boseman? Because unfortunately he is no longer with us. Swing and a miss out in front of the slider. Struck him out swinging. There's 1 away here in the bottom of the second. First strikeout of the game for Keller. I need to sip my coffee. I need to get energized. Wake up. I got a new game called Iron Harvest. It's a RTS. Turn-based? RTS. I don't know what RTS is. I'm going to post something about it. Well, I'm looking forward to the post, and I'm looking forward to the new content. Absolutely. Called strike 1 to Dave Bautista, or Drax the Destroyer. And again, another high strike, called strike 2. 2 quick strikes on Dave. Real-time strategy, duh. You know, I should have been able to figure that out. Checks his swing. No swing, says the first base umpire. Count is 1 ball and 2 strikes. Tried to get him on that slider out, down and away. Nasty pitch, hard to hold back. And he does get him on the slider. That one might have been in the strike zone, but he was out in front and struck him out. Second straight strikeout for Mitch Keller. Here's the location. I think it would have been a strike anyway, but he was out in front. Doesn't have the timing down. So 2 out here in the bottom of the second, and up steps Sebastian Stan, or the Winter Soldier. 281, 7 homers, 32 runs batted in. And he swings at the first pitch and pops it up short right field. Makes the catch to retire the side. So it's a 1-2-3 inning for Mitch Keller. And after 2 innings of baseball here at Crosley Field, the designated home ballpark for the Hollywood Avengers, it's 1-0 MCU. So we go to the top of the third. Hunter Dozier, 268, 6 homers, 18 RBIs. Here comes the pitch from Rocket. Fastball at the knees, 97 on the radar gun, strike 1. 1-0 Avengers here in the third. Fouls it back, strike 2. And that's a deep drive to right. Back goes Bautista. He makes the catch. Covers some real estate for the first out. National League West standings, as you can see, the Hollywood Avengers have taken the place of the San Diego Padres in the National League West, and they are currently in second place, 1 game behind the Los Angeles Dodgers. The Rockies are in last place. Next up, Michael Busch, the second baseman, is hitting 224, 9 homers, 40 RBIs. And that is a fly ball to left center field. There is War Machine Don Cheadle, makes the catch, 2 away. This is a first place. Oh, we'll check that. I can't say that the Avengers are in first place, but they're facing a last place club, so they need to get fat on these last place opponents. Up next, John Ryan Murphy, a .137 batting average. He's obviously a defensive replacement. Fastball at the knee, strike 1. He's 4 for his last 14, which is a little better, but you can't clean up that average. Just gets a piece of the forkball. Count is quickly, no balls and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, high fastball, struck him out swinging, and the side is retired. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Bradley Cooper. After 2.5, 1-0. MCU. Got a little bit of a cold. Not COVID, just a cold. So I'm going to slurp down a Halls, not a sponsor. In case you're wondering what I'm going to be slurping down. Up next, Don Cheadle. Mired in a terrible slump.
Number 10.
His batting average 300 most of the season is now down to 276. And he swings at the first pitch, fouls it up the first base line, strike one. So Don, yeah, he's hitting 276. He was over 300 for most of the first half. And he hits a fly ball to center. Easy play for Schneider, one away. So again, they show the National League West standings, I think just to illustrate how poor the Colorado Rockies have played this season. 22 and a half games out of first place. Lineup turns over for the Avengers. Anthony Mackie had a single and scored a run in his first at-bat. Keller deals. Chases a high fastball. Strike one, not showing a lot of patience. Skies it down the left field line, out of play. Count is quickly 0-2. Again, chasing high fastballs. What is happening to my... Outside, 1 ball, 2 strikes. What is happening to my patience level? I need to let these bad pitches go. Did he check it? Yes, he did, says the third base umpire. Count is 2 balls, 2 strikes on the new Captain America. And again, another check swing. He did not go. So he was down 0-2. He's fought back to full count, 3-2. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Strike 3 called outside corner. And he nods yes, he knew. He knew. Next up, Tom Holland. 0 for 1 with a fly out. Second plate appearance. That ball is high. It is far. That ball is foul. That'll be strike 1 on Spider-Man. Gave it a ride. Couldn't keep it fair. And that's a line drive the other way. It's a base hit to right. Hayward cannot make the play. And it's a 2-out single for Peter Parker. Here's the replay.
Now batting, number 12.
Next up, Robert Downey Jr. singled in his first at-bat. And he goes on the first pitch. Pitches inside. Throw down at second is not in time. It's a stolen base for Spider-Man. Spider-Man. Here's the replay. So now with 2 outs, he's in scoring position where a single can give them a 2-0 lead. Let's see what happens. 1-0 count on RDJ. Low, 2 balls, no strikes. Tom Holland now has 21 steals on the season. Looked like it was outside. Called a strike by the home plate umpire. Count as 2 balls and 1 strike. And he pulls it hard but foul. Count evens 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner leads off second. 1-0 MCU. Here comes the pitch from Keller. Down and in. Full count, 3-2. On deck, the Incredible Hulk, Mark Ruffalo. Here comes the 3-2 pitch from Keller. And it's a shallow fly ball to right. Hayward settles under it and retires the side. So, no runs, 1 hit, 1 left on at the end of 3 innings of baseball here at Crosley. It's 1-0. Avengers lead. I am RC Robbin. Thank you for watching. Please like the video. Please subscribe to the channel. So we go to the top of the 4th. Miguel Cabrera steps in for his second at-bat. The skinny version. This must be the rookie version of Miguel Cabrera. Just misses off the plate. Ball 1. Ground ball just fouled down the third base line. Count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. This is game number 117 of a 162 game regular season. Oh, that's a deep drive, and that would be gone if not for the big scoreboard here in Crosley Field, in left center field. So here at Crosley, that's just a double. Number 25 on the season for Miguel Cabrera. Doubles leaders on the team. He's in second place. So runner at second in scoring position. The tying run here in the fourth with nobody out. Up next is Greg Jones. Fastball off the plate inside, ball one. And that's a deep drive to right, pardon me. And he's going to tag, and he will make it to third with one away. Smart base running. So with a runner at third and less than 2 outs, Willie McCovey steps in, struck out in his first at bat. Strikeout here would go nicely. Fastball is low, ball one. So Willie McCovey's hitting only a $174 with runners in scoring position, but doesn't need a hit. That's all he needed, and he may get more at the track. Bautista makes the catch, tagging at third and heading home, and this will be a tie ball game. It's an RBI sacrifice fly for Willie McCovey, and the score is now tied at 1. 2 outs, bases empty. Up steps Kyle Schwarber, struck out in the third. He hits into the teeth of the shift. Holland throws from short right field to retire the side. So, but they do get the sac fly and tie this ball game at the end of 3.5. It's 1-1. Avengers are tied. Oh yeah. Got to get fat on these terrible teams. So we go to the bottom of the fourth. Mark Ruffalo has an RBI single. Accounts for the Avengers run on the scoreboard. Here comes the pitch from Keller. And he smashes it, but easy play for Schwarber in left, one away. One pitch, one away. Here's a replay. Hit it on the nose. Hit it on the nose, but a lot of real estate out there to cover. Next up, Chris Evans. Steve Rogers in the MCU, 0 for 1. Switch hitter batting from the left side against the righty, Mitch Keller. Pitches inside, ball one. Outside corner, count evens, 1 ball and 1 strike. Once a game, I like to show the difficulty settings. So options, gameplay. Hitting difficulty is at all-star. Pitching difficulty is at all-star. So I'm not bragging. I'm just being accountable. All-star's nothing to be impressed about. It's like somewhere in the middle. You have rookie, veteran, and then all-star. That's a line drive. Base hit to center field. 1 out single for Chris Evans. He can do this all day. So you have 2 difficulty settings underneath all-star and then 2 above it. I think it's legendary, Hall of Fame, and then legendary. So somewhere in the middle, just looking to have a good time. Next up, Chadwick Boseman, or Black Panther, who struck out in the second. Big lead at first. And he hits it high and deep, but it will slice out of play for strike 1. So I didn't say it before, I'll say it now. We lost Chadwick to colon cancer in 2020. May he rest in peace. But may he live forever in Avengers baseball. And he's going, pitches off the plate, throw down a second is 1 hop. Not in time. It's a stolen base. He can do this all day. Stolen base for Chris Evans, and he's in scoring position. Nice scoop tag by Michael Bush, but he's got the hands on the bag already. So, 1-1 count, 1 out. Runner leads off second. Here's the pitch from Keller. And he wraps it. It will go foul. Line drive, but foul ball. Count is 1-2. They got to feast. Let's feast. Outside, wild pitch. Ricochets back to... Oh, he's going to third. Nice play. He hesitated at first on the ricochet, but then Chris Evans decided to take third on the wild pitch, and he has the speed to make up for the initial hesitation. Here's the... See, because it ricocheted back to him, but... and then Evans decided late, but not a good throw to third. So, runner at third and less than 2 outs. Doesn't need a base hit now. 2-2 count. And he didn't need a sac fly as it's an RBI single up the middle. And a 2-1 lead. Wakanda forever, baby. 2-1 Avengers. Here's the replay. Bang. Bang. Next up, Drax, the Destroyer from the Guardians of the Galaxy franchise. Breaking ball outside and low, ball 1. 2-1 Avengers here in the 4th. Here comes the pitch. Throw to first. Oh, it gets away, but not far enough. McCovey recovers nicely. Keep him at first. 1-0 count. And it's a fly ball to left center field. There is Schwarber, and there are 2 outs. Pitch speed comparison brought to you by the Outlander Show. 98-97, Bradley Cooper is winning not only the speed matchup, but right now he's got a 2-1 lead in the game, and that's what truly counts. Next up, Sebastian Stan, or the Winter Soldier. Now we call him Bucky Barnes. He's no longer the Winter Soldier. But it's a cooler name, though. High ball 1. We could call him Bucky Barnes, but Pitch out. Nothing doing. Black Panther was not stealing. Count as 2 balls and no strikes. Throw to first. He's back. Chadwick does have speed, so he is a threat to steal. With 2 outs, put him in scoring position. So we'll see what happens. He's going. Inside, throw down is not in time, and they are running on John Ryan Murphy. That's the 3rd stolen base already in just 4 innings. So he's in scoring position, and a single can now get him home. Let's see what happens. A 3-0 count. I'm not swinging on a 3-0 count. I'm taking a pitch. And it's ball 4. Winter Soldier walks. Runners will be at first and third. No, check that. I'm sorry. Runners will be at first and second with 2 away as the pitching coach makes that stroll out to the mound to settle him down. Come on, Mitch. Next up, Don Cheadle. 0 for 1 with a line out in the 3rd. Runner in scoring position. Fastball below the knees. Ball 1. Don's hitting .323 with runners in scoring position, but he's been mired in a slump in the 2nd half. So hopefully he can snap out of that right here and right now. And instead, he hits a fly ball, which is deep, but playable for Duke Snider to retire the side. Got good wood, but not good enough. But they do score a run, and at the end of 4 innings of play, it's the Hollywood Avengers 2, the Colorado Rockies 1. Duke Snider leads off for the Rockies here in the top of the 5th. 0 for 1, he lined out in his last at-bat. Checks his swing, pitches inside, ball 1. Strike 1, count evens 1 ball and 1 strike. Duke Snider's a legendary player from the 1950s and 60s. There was a time when the Dodgers, Los Angeles Dodgers, were the Brooklyn Dodgers, and Duke Snider was Brooklyn's answer to Mickey Mantle. They were both center fielders. And he fouls it off. Count as 1 ball, 2 strikes. I think general consensus is Duke Snider was a legendary player. He was a great center fielder. Probably not as good as Mickey Mantle, but don't tell Brooklyn Dodger fans that. Swing and a miss, down and in. Struck him out swinging, and there's 1 away. Strikeout number 4 for Bradley Cooper, Rocket Raccoon. Here's the replay. Don't forget to drink your coffee. Next up, Jason Hayward, the right fielder. Grounded out in the 2nd. He is 0 for 1. In there, strike 1. 2-1 lead here in the 5th for the MCU. First game of a 3-game set. The Avengers Swing and a miss at the high fastball, 0-2 count. This is August in a 162 game franchise. My intention and desire is to play every game, no skipped innings, no simulated games. Grounder, knocks it down. Underhand toss to Cooper, who covers in time. Nice play by all involved, and there are 2 away. So 2 outs, up step Hunter Dozier. 0 for 1. In there, strike 1. Just misses with the cut fastball. Count evens 1 ball and 1 strike. Outside, 2-1. Jams him, pops it up behind home plate, out of play. Count will even at 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bases empty, top of the 5th, 2-1 lead for the MCU. Here's the pitch from Rocket Raccoon. And he's late on the fastball, fouls it off. Jams him once again, and the battle will continue between Hunter Dozier and Bradley Cooper. Just misses low, and the count will go full. On deck, second baseman Michael Bush. Here comes the 3-2 pitch. Jams him, but he has enough to muscle it through the middle for a 2-out single to keep this half inning alive. It's a single for Hunter Dozier. Ground ball with eyes. So Michael Bush steps to the plate. He flew out in the 3rd. Inside corner, strike 1. Look low, called the strike by the home plate umpire. The count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes to Bush. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Side is retired. 4.5 complete. 2-1 lead for the Avengers. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like the video. Please subscribe. So we go to the bottom of the 5th. Up steps Anthony Mackie, who's 1 for 2 with a single. Run scored. Pitch is high, ball 1. Low, 2 balls and no strikes. Mackey's a switch hitter, batting from the left side. And this one is a 2-hopper to the first baseman. McCovey takes it himself, and there's 1 away. Next up, Tom Holland. 1 for 2 with a single. He's got that average up to 360. He was hitting over 370 for most of the first half. Cooled off just a little in the second half. Pitch is high, ball 1. Still having a great season, obviously. And that's a line drive headed towards the left center field gap, and it will roll all the way to the wall. He will make that turn at first and head to second. That's his 2nd hit of the ball game, a double. And Tom Holland has double number 31 on the season, and he is in scoring position with 1 away. Here's the replay. Next up, Tony Stark. Bullpen is active for the Rockies. 2 right-handers are getting loose. Down and in, ball 1. Robert Downey Jr. is 1 for 2 with a single in the 1st inning. Outside, count is 2 balls and no strikes. Tony's hitting 353 with runners in scoring position. So, comfortable with that runner over there at second base. And he hits a deep fly ball. It's got a chance. It is Gonzo. That's a 2-run home run. Number 17 on the season for Iron Man. He is Iron Man. And this is now a 4-1 lead for the Avengers here in the 5th inning. Oh, yeah. We love you, Tony. We love you, 3000, Tony. It is deep over there in that right field corner here at Crosley Field. It's like 363 down that right field line. But he's got enough underneath it to carry it out of the ballpark. 377. Right in that first row of seats. So next up is the Incredible Hulk, Mark Ruffalo, RBI single today. Slider outside ball one. So it's a 3-run ball game. MCU leads 4-1 here in the fifth. Pops it up behind home plate into the dugout. Count is 1 ball and 1 strike. Inside 2-1. Outside, hitters count, 3 balls, 1 strike. On deck, the first Avenger, Chris Evans. And he walks him. Not unusual. You give up a 2-run homer to walk the next batter, so it's a 1-out walk here in the fifth. Up next, Chris Evans, who's 1 for 2. And the manager of the Rockies has seen quite enough. He makes the call to the bullpen, wants the right-hander. Keller's given up 4 runs. He's responsible for the runner at first base. In relief for the Rockies, Alec Mills, who's pitched in 61 games out of the bullpen. He's 5-5 with a 4.43 earned run average. So Chris Evans is 1 for 2. Steps up. He has a single and a run scored. Hitting from the left side against the righty Alex Mills. And he hits a deep drive down that right field line, and it is curling. This one is out of play for strike number 1. Ruffalo leads off first. In the dirt, count evens 1 ball, 1 strike. Back off the plate, he gets away, goes to the screen. Ruffalo gets a late start, but he will make it. So he'll advance on the wild pitch, playing with fire on the bases, because that ricochet got back to John Ryan Murphy very quickly. However, it's now a runner in scoring position with 1 out. That's where a single can possibly bring him home with an insurance run. Let's see. And that's a base hit down the right field line. Rounding third and heading home is Mark Ruffalo. And he will go to second. The throw to second is not in time. It's an RBI double. He can do this all day, ladies and gentlemen. RBI double for Steve Rogers, number 28 on the season. And the MCU now has a 4-run lead. It's 5-1. Here's the replay as I drink my coffee. Stay caffeinated. So runner at second, 1 away still. Up next is Chadwick Boseman, RBI singles, 1 for 2. High ball 1. And the Colorado Rockies are showing you why they're a last place team. Inside, 2 balls, no strikes. Outside, 3 balls, no strikes. Will he have the green light on 3-0? No, he will not, because I don't swing on 3-0. Here comes the 3-0 pitch from Mills. And he walks him, and that's why I don't swing on 3-0, because you'll end up chasing a bad pitch and heading to the dugout. So Dave Bautista is 0 for 2 today. Runners at first and second with 1 away. A 4-run lead. The Avengers have opened it up with 3 runs crossing the plate this inning so far. Line drive over the head of the third baseman, and it will make it to the wall. Rounding third and heading home is the first Avenger. It's going to be an RBI double. The throw to second is not in time. An RBI double for Drax the Destroyer. You can't get it over his head. He will catch it. 6-1, Avengers lead.
Oh, yeah.
Miguel Cabrera at third made a valiant leap, but could not come up with the baseball. And then the throw to second, not in time. Next up, Sebastian Stan. Officially 0 for 1, but he did walk in the 4th inning. 2 runners in scoring position with 1 out. Let's see what happens. Jams him. And it's foul ball, strike 1. Swing and a miss. The high fastball count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes on the Winter Soldier. Outside, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Again, runners lead off second and third with 1 away here in the bottom of the 5th. Did he check it?
Did he go?
Yes, he did. According to the first base umpire, count evens 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. 6-1, Avengers lead. Here comes the pitch from Mills. Outside, full count, 3-2. And 1 more ball and the bases will be loaded with Avengers. Let's see what happens. Full count pitch. Ground ball up the middle and through. A ground ball with eyes. And 2 runs will cross the plate. It is a 2-run single for the Winter Soldier. And the MCU has now broken it open with an 8-1 lead here in the 5th as 6 runs have crossed the plate here in this half inning. So another pitching change for the Rockies. Tyler Clippard comes in. This is his 48th appearance out of the bullpen. His record is 4-3 with a 5.76 earned run average. So Don Cheadle steps up, hits from the left side against the righty Clippard. Quick throw to first to keep Sebastian close. So still only 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th. It's 8-1 Avengers here with 1 out. Here comes the pitch to the plate. And that's a hard ground ball. 4-6-3. Double play, and the side is retired. So Don Cheadle's continued to mire in that slump. However, it's now an official ball game, 5 innings complete, and they've broken it open as the Avengers now lead 8-1. This is Avengers baseball. So John Ryan Murphy leads off the top of the 6th for the Colorado Rockies. Struck out in the 3rd in his first at-bat. Outside ball 1. Skies it to right, but it looks like it's going to slice out of play. Count evens 1 ball and 1 strike. Happy Halloween. Have fun with the game. Thank you, Mr. Rob. You have a happy Halloween as well. After this game, I'm probably going to head over to Family House and eat all of the candy before the kids get there. I want your trick-or-treat candy. Ha! You know the deal. This is Avengers Baseball. I'm RC Robbin. I know that you're not much of a sports fan, although I appreciate the fact that you took the time to jump in and say hello. Pitch is low. Count is 3 balls and 1 strike. It is a hitter's count to John Ryan Murphy. Here comes the pitch from Rocket. And he fouls it upstairs behind home plate. Full count, 3-2. And a deep drive, but pulls it foul. Count will remain full at 3-2. This is Avengers Baseball. I'm RC Robbin. Don't forget to like the video. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. There's 1 away. Enjoy your day with your family and don't be so greedy. I will be greedy with all candy. Ha 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 ha. I will eat all of the Twizzlers. I will eat all of the candy corn. So 1 away here in the top of the 6th. Up next is the leadoff man, Miguel Cabrera, who has a double today and a run scored. He's 1 for 2. Fastball in there, strike 1. And it's a fly ball to right. Bautista barely has to move. Drax makes the catch, and there are 2 outs.
The batter, number
2 down, up steps Greg Jones, who's 0 for 2.
Greg Jones.
Pitches high, ball 1. And that's the line drive, headed to center field. Racing in is Don Cheadle. He cannot make the catch. It is a 2-out single for Jones. And the half inning will continue.
The first baseman, number
Next up, first baseman Willie McCovey has a sac fly today. Officially, he is 0 for 1 at the plate. And he skies it to center. That is a routine play for Cheadle. He retires the side. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left on at the end of 5.5. It is 8-1 Avengers. Thank you for watching. So we go to the bottom of the 6th. Up steps Anthony Mackie, who's 1 for 3 with a single.
Not shortstop, number 9.
Pitches high, ball 1. Ground ball through the right side. Diving attempt by Michael Bush. Oh, he drops it in right field, but quickly recovers. Hayward does, that is. So it's a leadoff single for Anthony Mackie. Hits leaders on the Avengers entering play. Tom Holland, the Spider-Man, leads all players on the ball club. Mackey's in the middle, as you can see. Next up, that same Tom Holland, who's 2 for 3. Ground ball 6, 4, 3, double play. And there are 2 outs just like that. So that'll clean the bases.
Now batting, number 12.
Here's the replay. I don't know why they're showing that angle. Greg Jones to Michael Bush, then over to Willie McCovey to complete the 6-4-3. So 2 outs, bases empty. Up steps Robert Downey Jr., who has a 2-run homer today. He's 2 for 3. Clippard deals. Second inning of relief work. And he skies it to center. There is Snyder, makes the catch to retire the side. So no runs, 1 hit, none left on. At the end of 6 innings of play, it's the Avengers 8, the Rockies 1. This is Avengers baseball. So we go to the top of the 7th. Up steps Kyle Schwarber, 0 for 2. Cooper is still out there. He's only thrown 63 pitches. Grounder into the teeth of the shift from short right field. Tom throws. Oh, he stretches out the body. Nice play by Tony Stark at first to record the first out of the inning. Long throw for Tom Holland from short right field. Next up, Duke Snyder, 0 for 2. And it's a lazy fly ball to left center field. Racing over is War Machine. Cheadle makes the catch. 2 pitches, 2 away here in the top of the 7th.
Now batting, right fielder.
Jason Hayward, the right fielder, 0 for 2. 2 outs, bases empty. 8-1 Avengers. In there, strike 1, 96 on the radar gun. And he fouls off the forkball count as quickly, no balls and 2 strikes. Pops it upstairs behind home plate. Count remains no balls, 2 strikes. Ground ball, foul. And that's a line drive headed towards the right field corner. Foul ball. Count is still 0-2 on Jason Hayward. And he fouls it off. And we'll do it again. This has been a little bit of a battle, this at-bat. Swing and a miss. Struck him out inside pitch. 2 away. No, check that. Side retired. Pardon me. Get up and stretch, ladies and gentlemen. It is time for the 7th inning stretch. Avengers lead by 7. It's 8-1. Oh, yeah. Mark Ruffalo, 1 for 2 with an RBI single. I think we're going to get some.
Number 84.
Out in front of the changeup, swing and a miss. First thing we need to do is go to the manager's office and the bullpen. And Let's go Paul Rudd. Warm up Paul Rudd. Scheduled to put him in the game to pitch the 8th. Bottom of the 7th. 0-1 count to the Hulk. Grounder to third. Fielded by Cabrera. Makes the throw in time. And there's one away here in the bottom of the 7th. Chris Evans, a single, a double, a run batted in. He's 2 for 3 today. Steps up. Clippard is out there for his 3rd inning of relief work. Late on the fastball, fouls it back, strike 1. Outside, count is 1 ball and 1 strike. In the dirt, checks his swing, count is 2-1. And he fouls it back. Count will even at 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Bottom 7, 8-1 MCU leads in this first game of a 3-game set. Pulls it foul into the seats. Count remains 2-2. Fouls it back. The fight continues. Full count, 3-2. On deck, Black Panther. And he walks him. It's a 1-out walk. He's on base yet again for his 3rd time today.
Now batting, number 20.
So next up, T'Challa. RBI single today. He's 1 for 2. Skies it to right field and deep, but playable for Hayward, and that's the 2nd out. No advance.
Now batting.
So next up, Dave Bautista. He's an RBI double today. He's 1 for 3. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th. And he pulls the split fastball down the left field line out of play. Strike 1. Fouls off the changeup. Count is 0-2. In the dirt. Count is 1 ball, 2 strikes. Evans leads off first, 2 away. In the dirt again, bounce blocked nicely by John Ryan Murphy. Count evens 2 balls and 2 strikes, 2 outs. Ground ball to the shortstop, throws to second for the force, and the side is retired. So we will go to the 8th. Avengers lead 8-1. Oh yeah. Do you want to change pitchers? Yes, I do. I want to do more than change pitchers. Paul Rudd plays Ant-Man in the MCU. He's 1-0 in 33 appearances. ERA is 4.34. He will face Hunter Dozier, who's 1 for 2. But before he does, the manager will do some substitutions. And I think Tom Holland will... Are you sure you want to replace Tom Holland with Clark Gregg? Phil Coulson, agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. Yes, I do. And the manager will go to substitutions. And I think Dave Bautista. No, not Dave Bautista. Don Cheadle will be taken over by Benedict Wong in center field.
Hunter Dozier, your attention please. Now playing right field, number 74.
It's a fly ball to center, and Wong gets his first put out, we hope. Oh no, I'm sorry. Pardon me. Dave Bautista takes over for... I guess I made a mistake there. Anyway, Bradley Cooper, 7 innings, 3 hits, 1 earned run, no walks, 7 strikeouts. He is in line for win number 8, should they hold the lead. Actually, hold on a second. Who did I... Manager, substitutions. I took out Sebastian. I took out Dave Bautista. Vin Diesel, I am Groot.
Now playing lefty. Number 32.
Fastball to Michael Bush is in there, strike one. Line drive caught by the shortstop, cut the check. And there's two away.
Now batting.
Starter comparison. As you can see, Mitch Keller versus Bradley Cooper. Rocket Raccoon has won that matchup handily. Really no comparison. John Ryan Murphy struck out twice today. His batting average is 134 on the season. It's barely should be in the minors. Nice running catch by Rocket Raccoon. No, check that. By Vin Diesel. I am Groot. He retires the side. We go to the bottom of the eighth. It's a 7-run lead for the Avengers. MCU leads 8-1.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention.
On the mound for the Rockies to pitch the bottom of the eighth is Mike Morin. 30th appearance out of the bullpen is 2-3 with an 8.90 earned run average. Ooh. He will face Vin Diesel. 298, 3 homers, 12 RBIs. He is Groot.
Number 32.
Out in front of the slider, down in that way, strike one. Swing and a miss. And he lines it to right. There is Hayward. And that's the first out.
Now back.
Hold on a second. Manager, bullpen.
Number 10.
Who should pitch the ninth? Let's go Josh Brolin. Warm up. Josh Brolin. Scheduled to put him in again. Josh Brolin will pitch the ninth. The man who played Thanos. So, Don Cheadle's 0 for 3. Mired in a nasty slump. Let's see if he can work his way out of it. That's a deep drive to right. But playable for the right fielder. Front of the warning track. Makes the catch for the second out. And he's 0 for 4. He's got the collar on. So 2 out. Up steps Anthony Mackie, who's 2 for 4. Outside corner, strike one. Slider, backdoor slider, finds the black. Nasty pitch, count is quickly, no balls, 2 strikes. Now he's just got to stay alive. Outside, 1 and 2. Wanted to expand that strike zone. Unsuccessful. High, count evens, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bases empty, 8-1 lead for the MCU. Here's the pitch from Morin. And he's out in front, swings and misses, strikes him out. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Mike Morin. We will go to the bottom of the check that, the top of the ninth. Last licks for the Rockies. They need 7 runs to tie this game. Do you want to change pitchers? Yes, I do. In relief to pitch the ninth in a blowout. Josh Brolin, the man who played Thanos. His record is 3-1, and he has an ERA an even 3. Miguel Cabrera has a double today. He's 1 for 3. He will lead off the ninth. Checks the swing, fastball, finds the outside corner, strike one. Jams him. Fly ball right field. Benedict Wong makes the catch for the first out here in the ninth. Next up, Greg Jones, switch hitter, turns around and bats from the right side against the lefty. Hey, Sir John, welcome to the stream. Thank you very much for watching. Unfortunately, you've caught me at the very end of this Avengers baseball game. It's the 9th inning. The MCU, or the Marvel Cinematic Universe, are winning 8-1. So, not really much game left to watch, not much suspense to be had. But please like the video before you go. Stay as long as you like. I do appreciate the fact that you are here. That's a line drive to left. Over is Vin Diesel. I am Groot. Makes the catch for the second out. And the Colorado Rockies are down to their final out of the ball game. 2 outs here in the 9th inning. Representing the final out is Willie McCovey, who's 0 for 2 officially, but he does have a sacrifice fly today. Here's the pitch from Thanos. Fastball looked high, but called a strike by the home plate umpire. Count is 0-1. just gets a piece of the curveball, and the count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes. And McCovey, the Colorado Rockies are down to their final strike of the game. Fouls it upstairs behind home plate, and the count will remain 0-2. Fans are on their feet. They want a strikeout. Here comes the pitch. And he grounds it foul. And he pulls the fastball down the right field line, out of play. Count remains no balls and 2 strikes on McCovey. Bases empty, 2 outs in the 9th, 8-1 lead for the Avengers. Here's the pitch. And again, he's fighting him into the seats for a foul ball, and the at-bat will continue. And he refuses to go away as he fouls it off, and the at-bat continues. Fouls it back. Coming up is pitch number 9 of this at-bat. And that is a line drive to the shortstop. Cut the check. Side retired. Ball game over. Avengers win 8-1. And they take this first game of a 3-game set at home against the Colorado Rockies. That is win number 75 on the season. This was game number 117 of a projected 162-game regular season. No skipped innings, no simulated games. Let's check out the scorecard. So, the Hollywood Avengers, 8 runs, 12 hits, no errors. Colorado Rockies, 1 run, 3 hits, no errors. The winning pitcher is Bradley Cooper. He is 8-10. Mitch Keller gets the loss. And Bradley Cooper, with the strong start, is the player of the game. Sir John says, sorry for dropping in, just checking about my boy Robin. I be Lobbin. Common pollen gotten sofen fallen fanning. I have no idea what you're talking about, Sir John, but I'm glad that you are here to say it. I appreciate you. Thank you for your comment. Thank you for your time. You are the man. The only reason why I say you are the man is because your name is John. You could be the woman. You could be the person. I don't know what your gender is. I don't care. I'm just happy that you're here. So this has been a broadcast of Avengers Baseball. I am RC Robbin. Thank you, everyone, for joining me. If you liked and subscribed, I appreciate you now and forever. I want you to have a great Halloween. Have a great day. The final, again, the Hollywood Avengers win 8-1. Have a great day.